Letters from the Inside by John Marsden. Page 1. 11th of February. Dear Tracy, I don't know why I'm answering your ad, to be honest. It's not like I'm into pen pals, but it's a boring Sunday here, wet, everyone's out, and I thought it'd be something different. What do I say now? I know what I won't do, and that's tell you my star sign, favourite group, favourite food, and all about my sister and brother and the usual junk. If that's what you want, don't bother answering this letter. Okay, that's not me. So I'll just tell you whatever comes to mind. For example, 1. The last time I cried was when I saw an old movie called How Green Was My Valley in black and white at 2:30 in the morning last Monday on Channel 7. I was a mess. 2. Right now I've got $78.31 in the bank, $12.60 on me. My sister owes me $5, and a friend at school, Rebecca Slater, owes me $6. Total, $101.91. 3. I'd love to get a tat where no one else can see it, and it'd be of a cane toad, because they're so cute, but I don't have the guts to do it. 4. I've got a dog, or at least there's a dog who lives here with us. I don't think you can own an animal. He hasn't got a name, which drives everyone crazy. It's not that I'm against names, although I don't like them much. It's more that I can't think of a name for him, so everyone keeps suggesting names like Toby, my sister, Onion, my friend Cheryl, Mick, my father, and Idiot, my brother. He's only about a year old. He was dumped near the RSPCA shelter, and we got him from there. He's nearly all white with a bit of black around the head. I think he's a mix of Border Collie and 20 other things. I was going to call him Gilligan, because he's my little buddy, but it doesn't sound right. Do any dogs or animals live with you? Well, I've told you 4 things about myself, 4 amazing facts, and a lot more besides, and I've written a long letter. Hope you answer after all this work. Bye, Mandy. P.S. How can we have a post office box? I thought they were for big companies. February 18. Dear Mandy, thanks for writing. You write so well, much better than me. I've put the ad in for a joke, like a deer, and yours was the only good answer. There were 3 from guys, real perverts. Pretty funny, but disgusting, and a couple from little kids. It was exciting, though, getting them all. You asked if I have any pets. If any pets live with us. I have a horse, 2 dogs, and a cat. The horse is called Kizzy. The dogs are Dylan and Matt, and the cat is Katie. So you see, they all have names. Why don't you like names? You also asked why I gave a post office boxes and the address. Well, that's my father's company. He owns a transport company with lots of semi-trailers. They do mainly interstate work. As for me, I'm in year 10, but I hate school. The only good subject is art. I play a lot of sport though, and I'm quite good at basketball and high jump. I'm pretty tall, as you can guess. I don't know what else to tell you. I hope you keep writing though. It'd be fun writing letters to someone without ever meeting them. Prescott's a long way from Acacia Park. I've never been to Acacia Park or anywhere down that line. Does anyone read your letters, or can I write anything I want? Please write, Tracy. February 26. Dear Tracy, what do you mean, does anybody read my letters? You must be joking. I'd nail them to a roller door if they tried. Well, I suppose my brother would if he could, or if he thought of it. It's okay though, he can hardly read, as it is, so no problem. It was quite exciting getting your letter. I get about 1 letter a month. My grandmother writes occasionally, and a girl called Jacinta who I met at a writer's camp, and a boy who's at boarding school, a friend of a friend. So letters in my life are like sunflowers in Alaska. I do write a lot of letters for Amnesty, but not too many of those guys write back. Funny that. Was GDY the only magazine you put your ad in? Do you read GDY every month? Is that the only time you put an ad in? I'd love to see the letters you got from the dirty old men, or dirty young men, whichever they were. Send me some. Okay. I still think it's funny. I wrote to you, but I'm enjoying this. I read GDY most months, but I'm too much of a tight ass to buy it. I have a friend, Cheryl Sang, who gets it, and I read hers. Suppose I'd better tell you a few boring facts about myself. I'm in year 10 at Acacia Park High. I'm 15, turning 16 on October the 19th. I've got a sister called Katrina, and she's in first year art at uni. And she's a good bird, more like a friend than a blah blah blah. You know how it goes. I've got a brother too, named Steve. He's 17. Trina's not living at home anymore. She moved out at the start of last year when she got accepted into uni, but then she deferred. She was waitressing at a Hungarian restaurant for about half the year. Then she was overseas for a couple of months. Then she came back and worked in pubs. She's still working in a pub 3 nights a week. It's the Stripes and Stars in Sindon if you ever feel like a rage. Just go there any Wednesday, Thursday or Friday night, ask for Katrina, tell her you're a mate of mine, and you should at least get a free beer and no ID. It's a definite advantage having a sister in a job like that, although my parents don't think so. They don't like her working there. God, this has turned into a long letter again. I've written this instead of doing my homework. Better stop and do science at least. Oh, help, just remembered, there's a French test tomorrow. Gotta go. Bye, Mandy. February 28th. Dear Mandy, thanks for your letter. Hope you passed your French test, and thanks for the info about the Stripes and Stars. Don't know whether I'll get there, though. My parents are pretty strict. They still like us to do things together. I've got an older sister and an older brother, too. My sister's name is Sky, and my brother's is Dean. My sister is 22. She's a hairdresser, and my brother is 20 and studying to be a doctor. I'd like to be a doctor. Actually, I'd like to be a children's doctor, but I don't know if my marks will be good enough. My favourite activities, apart from sport and sporter skiing and horse riding, and shopping and raging, I like parties, pubs, discos, everything. And don't laugh, but I like poetry too, reading it and even writing it. I'm not very good at it, but I like it. Yes, I do read GDY quite often, but that's the only time I'll put an ad in. I know those magazines are pretty dumb, but they have some good stuff. I like the letters in the medical page, and the ads and some of the articles. Do you like Dust and Ashes? I do. There was an article on them last month in GDY. Do you know the drummer, Roy Lagano? They said he'd been a street kid and got put in Luxton for knocking off cars when he was 15. He's done well, hasn't he? You wouldn't think anyone could be such a star after 2 years in Luxton. You sound as though you don't like your brother much. What's wrong with him? My brother's good. I can talk to him about anything, and he's good when you've got a problem. A lot of girls here don't get on with their brothers, but I'm lucky, I guess. Anyway, I haven't got anything interesting to write about, so I'll stop now. But write back, please. Dear Tracy. Bye, Tracy.